Hi there. Thanks for stopping by to check out these journals I have here. I have three of them, and what I'm going to do is put them all in just this one video, and then I'll put the timestamps down below to the ones, like if you're coming from Etsy to whichever one you're interested in. I'm going to try and make this as short as possible. I love, watching flip throughs, but sometimes they can be a little slow, so I'm going to try and pick a speed and not keep you too long here. The first one here is, well, they're all kind of, they're nature, botanical, eclectic, grungy, just my style of journals. I know it's it's Christmas and everybody's showing off their Christmas journals, and this year I decided rather than do more journals, I figured I'd finish up and try and get done all the ones I had started. I don't know. I think I'm a little ADD or ADHD. Like I can't just sit and work on one journal. I have about 7 or 8 or 10 or always a bunch on the go. So anyway, let's just get to this one here first. It is, it's not my little tiny journal. I decided to try these tall, skinny ones, and I actually really liked it. And believe it or not, I started out, I was just going to make them naked journals and not decorate, just kind of put together journals and, put them out there. But that's not me either. I just got going and I couldn't stop. So, what do I want to say about this? It's made from a bag, like a grocery bag, a brown paper bag or whatever. The closure is tag, like it's a tag, but and it's tied together with sari silk here, and then you just undo it, and then the inside I made it into little tuck spots, little hidden tuck spots, so you can tuck in little odds and ends and goodies and keep it stored in there. Okay, so it's bound with, it's got the coffee dyed lace, and it's got the little lace trimmings here. And then the first page here, I have this little rusty safety pin with a butterfly charm. I did some stenciling, can't even talk, texture paste stenciling here on the inside for a tuck spot, so there's room to tuck a bunch of stuff in there. This is one of those flower fairy postcards that you can write on, journal on. This is just a coffee dyed paper with some collaging, and you can open it up and journal on it. I put a lot of stenciling, coffee dyed paper. This is a beautiful botanical nature book page, and then I just put a tab on it. The trees in the forest. This is a little accordion fold out, like I guess you would just call it hidden journaling space. These journals, I try to balance between decorating and making sure that there's lots of room to write on, so that it's an actual usable journal. The digitals, the cards and stuff, I try to back as much as possible with coffee dyed paper, and then I like to try and sew everything because sometimes the glue will come undone, so when they're sewed together they won't come apart. They're there for the long haul. And then the text spot just has a little bit of collaging with this cute little bird, a little bit of punching out some flowers. This paper here is old, it's vintage. We used to call it construction paper, and it's kind of faded, and it's just got such a really nice texture to it, and it's really nice to write on. And then I did a little embossing, but I don't know what it's called. It's a stamp. This is an old dictionary, very old dictionary. It's from, I think, 1926, 1928, somewhere around there. And I just put a little grungy flower on it. Another tuck spot here. I just took a piece of Tim Holtz and added some scrappy papers so you can lots of journaling there. And just a little floral sticker to pretty up the page. More stenciling, old vintage music paper, and then I used a sewing pattern to make a little ruffle, and just a tag sewn and backed. Some collaging, some coffee dyed vellum, beautiful digital, more collaging. This is a piece of the paper bag that I used for the cover. And then I just took some texture paste and stenciled on and just put some little ratty stitches on here and gold leaf, and literally gold leaf. It's a leaf that's been painted with gold. Just a botanical ledger page, digital of course. But again, you can journal on that. More collaging. This is just a little, I don't know, decoration. And this is coffee dyed paper that's been stenciled. It's got such a nice texture to it, very crispy and crinkly. Makes a nice sound. I use a lot of. I have so many old coloring books, so I use a lot of these in journals. I don't know about anybody else, but I love to doodle and I love to, sometimes just color. We're never too old to color. And so it's got a nice nature theme in it. Another journaling card. And this is just a little storage envelope. Open it up and you can tuck some things in there, little goodies, and then it's also a tuck spot behind. This is the belly band with just some punch outs. I needed some circles, so I just used the, reverse. Is it the reverse? I don't know what it's called. And this is an old greeting card for some more journaling space. Let me get it open. There we go. I didn't copy dye. I didn't do anything with it. I just left it so you could write in it. This is a little lace belly band with butterflies. And the picture in the background here, this book page is from, I believe it's Robert Bateman art. It was a beautiful book, beautiful images. And this is the back side, more stenciling, double tuck pocket here. Journaling card. I didn't sew this one. And this is some secret journaling space. You can write on here. More collaging, just more beautiful. This paper here, I love this too. It's from an old scrapbook when we were kids. We used to have these scrapbooks that we would glue. They were glue books, and the paper is really, I love the texture, I love the color. It's just kind of faded out and aged. And this is just a little bit of washi tape, tab, and this is the middle of the signature. Another vintage book, a bird book, and then I added the charms and the leaves and buttons and all that to the signature threads. This is another fold out to write on. Lots and lots of writing there. Beautiful digital. And this is a little bit of texture paste. And this is a little secret journaling spot. You can write on the back, and you can even cut out to size one of your own photos or whatever and tuck it in. Oh, come on. Yeah. And this is a really long, large tag. Just a little bit of old vintage music paper, vintage book pages, collaging, and then it's all sewn together. A rusted paper clip with a little bit of lace dangling on. Another tag, collage tag. Very pretty, lots of journaling room. A little tuck spot with a birdie tag. It's another ledger. These are obviously not, they're not original, they're just digital, but printed out on coffee dyed paper to look vintage. Another tuck spot. I just used an image from a magazine, cut it out for a pocket, and this is from another botanical book. On the side I just out so that you can write. You can make notes and write stuff on that. Vintage music paper. Another big writing tag. These ones, some of these ones are, I have these vintage old file folders. And they're a nice weight, they're a nice texture and color, and they're really nice to write on too. And a tuck pocket here, and then another image. I think it's from the Robert Bateman again. Little fox peeking out. Little woodpecker card. And this is the coffee dyed with just use stencils, and it just came out really cool. I like this. And this is, oh no, hard bent. It's okay, it's coffee dyed. Oh, and I missed the stitches there, but you know, junk journals, they're not perfect. There's a little secret writing space here. Folds up. And this is the other side of that bag with some stenciling, and then I have this long, tall journaling card, and I collaged, and I used some decoupage napkin, and it kind of got a little thick. I backed it with the file folder, and with all the mediums on it, it kind of got a little thick, but it's a nice journaling card. And of course, hard to get back in. And this is another little tuck spot here. Oh, I'm probably going in and out of frame. I'm sorry. I just hope you get the general idea here. More writing. It's digital. And this is that coffee dyed vellum. And this is a fabric covered tag with some collaging, and it just says small happy moments. Just a nice little flower with some stuff hanging out. Added texture to it. Stenciled butterfly, more stenciling. Another tag. This is just old book pages, and I just did some sewing on it and put the bird behind, and a little feather. Nice journaling card. And this says, what does it say? Because I can. There. Another dictionary page for the buckle. Some stenciling. This is an old vintage metal button I just put on a rusted paper clip. This is the journaling card. And this is a little saying, how do I love the earth? I feel it. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to get past my camera here. I feel it thrill under my feet. I feel somehow as if it were conscious of my love, as if something passed into my dancing blood from it. And it's James Russell Lowell. Beautiful quote, beautiful nature quote. And there's threads hanging everywhere. If you don't like the thread look or whatever, you can just trim them off. And just another pocket with some journaling cards. This is just some punched out butterflies. The tab. And the other side of that botanical book. This is just a flip out postcard that I've put down with the music paper, and then there's a secret little extra journaling page there. And then that's it. That tuck spot. It's a tuck spot. And there's lots of room. The thing with this is it'll expand. Like you can make it a super chunky monkey. So there's lots of places to add your own touches and your own papers and stuff. This is really cool. It's a postcard from it's a deck of cards. Colette Reed, Baron Reed. I won't read it here. It's for the person that buys it. But it's a special little message for you. It's a little uplifting message. And then just another journal card. So that's journal number 1. That's the first one. I'm just going to pause here and get the next one.